Hey everybody, this is Abel Rosas, and I want to thank you for coming out here. If you're watching this live right now, and if you're watching the replay, you're gonna be able to hear about what it is that myself and I have Amanda here with me, and I also have Alvaro with me as well. Now, what I wanted to do is go over some things that we're each doing and share with you some different points of view. People always want to know what it is that me, Alvaro, and Amanda have going on, so we wanted to actually make a hangout to be able to share with you what it is that we have going on. But first, I want you to hear from Amanda so she can tell you her personal point of view, and then you'll hear from everyone else on the hangout.
So, hi everyone, I'm Amanda, and basically, before I met Alvaro and Abel, my life consists of nothing but work. And always there was money coming in, but I just didn't have time. I would come home, I would be tired, I would be frustrated, and I would just bring that to my family, and obviously that's just not a good mix. But after really sitting down and meeting these guys, I realized that I need to make a change, and that what they were doing was an amazing and powerful thing. Coming from Miami, I've never really met anyone so young, traveling so much, being on both of the coasts, which was exciting for me. So I knew that whatever they were talking about, I needed to be a part of. When I was talking to them, I felt the passion and I felt the excitement that they have, and the upcoming event in Nashville. I knew I had to be there. I had to make no excuses just to be there and meet everything and meet this community. And now I feel like it's a family. Um, so going there, being there, it was just an amazing experience. I was so excited. Right off the back, I felt the love of the community, and it was great.
Now, the one thing that I don't know if Amanda wanted to share with you guys, but she went with since she went with me to the event, we actually flew out over there as well together. Now, if you're the one thing is that you're gonna be a victim if you end up going to the event and you're hanging out with me. Trust me, I pimped out Amanda and introduced to every single leader that we have in our industry and actually our community. So literally, I think who was it that we ended up meeting? We met I introduced the CEO, Lawrence Tam. We went through a lot of different people, right? And how did that feel when you actually got to meet and see these people, for the first time after seeing them on the webinars, hangouts, similar to this right now? How did it feel for you when you finally got to meet them in person and see that they're real just like you and you see their personality?
Honestly, it felt like I was meeting my favorite pop star, like I was meeting the Jay-Z or the Beyonce. And a lot of people at times will tell me, "Hey, what happens if you meet these famous people or these people that the media looks up to?" And honestly, I felt like, well, that's not something I'd probably be like excited, but I wouldn't be like, "Oh my God!" But when I was meeting these people, I knew that they had a vision and they were bringing out a lot of different things and showing people that there is a better life and that there can be different things and you just need to change your mindset. And honestly, I felt like a little pop star person, like, oh my God, I'm meeting these people because I did just see them on the screen.
Now, the one thing that you gotta understand is that Amanda is like new. So when she went to this event in Nashville, it was 100% a whole new experience. And Alvaro has his own personal experiences that he's had and results that I want him to share with you because the reason why we're doing this, be able to not just hear from me, but to hear from other people who are involved, and he can go ahead and share with them what you've done so far and how it's been since me and you actually started in 2008 within this industry as well.
All right, so basically, I got started back in 2008 with network marketing. And the very first time I got into network marketing, I knew nothing about it. And I was just, excited about the new opportunities that was presented to me. And basically, for 5 full years went by, and I was completely made nothing, did nothing. I failed for 5 years, and people kept telling me, "Man, you're crazy. What are you doing? Why are you wasting your time?" So fast forward, back to when I got started with this community. That's when I finally started really, learning the proper information I needed to know, and I actually started getting results, and I started making money online. And the same people who kept telling me to quit, 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 quit are the same people who are like, "Man, well, how are you doing that? What are you doing today?" They started asking questions out of curiosity of like, what do I have going on compared to back then. And since I got started with this community, I've been able to travel to different locations. I've actually lived in Miami, and this past year in 2014, the beginning of the year, we had an event out there. So I decided, me and my brother decided we're gonna move out there, and it was just like a last second decision. It wasn't no plans months in advance. It was literally, all right, we're gonna move, and they were like, y'all are moving. Why, or whatever. We're like, just because we want to experience something new. So we get to Miami, and to be honest, it was just awesome living there, but it was just a crazy experience because we went with what we had in our pockets, and that was it. It wasn't like we had planned for it, so we just got up and went. So we get there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had the idea. I was like, hey, let's get a job so we can, be able to have a living out here. And no lie, like Abel was like, no, man, I'm not getting a job. That's a waste of time. We know how to make money online. We know how to do things differently than other people don't. So we're going to take advantage, use that to our advantage, and make money online. So we went off of our own faith and said, you know what, we can do it. We believe in ourselves, and we were able to live in Miami with no issues financially. We were able to make the money we needed to, and our rent was $1,000 a month. So it wasn't like it was a cheap, expensive place we were living at. To be able to live there without a job, no income in our pocket when we left, just the money we created while living there. So that was a huge experience for me. That I was like, man, if I know, what I did now, anything is possible. And it all happened because of the community that we're a part of. We met so many people, some amazing people who inspired us, and that's the reason why we believed that anything is possible. So, like I said, we all just meet some people we've never met from all around the world. They're doing some amazing things. They show you what's possible, and if you put action behind it, you can do the same thing as well. And we learned that going to Miami, living there, and of course we went back down to Texas only for the simple fact that it's a lot closer. It's like in the central of the United States, basically. So when we travel to different states, we don't have to fly all the way from East Coast to West Coast. It's just, one way or the other, we can go back down to the central area. So, I mean, basically, I'm going to keep saying the same thing over and over. So, Abel can kind of go more information on that, basically why we made the decisions that we made this past year.
Yeah, so first of all, if you just joined us right now, my name is Abel Rosses, and I wanted to share with you, like, that's Alvaro and I, of course, we're brothers, right? So, um, was it back in 2007? He came home from college, and he just made a decision, like, I'm not gonna go back. At some point of me going back, I feel like I'm wasting my time there when I should be here. I can get a job and start, getting ahead. And so I had a job that I used to do back when, I was actually going to high school at the same time while he was in college. So I was like, hey, I had this job over the summer. They're hiring all the time, and they pay like $10 an hour. And so I took him over to go get the job, overnight job. So I think, what was it, the same day that we went, the guy who we talked to he had just gotten started, but we didn't know. He had just gotten started with his network marketing company. And he chases down my brother. He's like, hey, are you at least 21 years old? And he says, yeah. So my brother ends up meeting up with him a couple weeks later. And one thing that, like, I don't know, I think I'm like the different type of person, or maybe you are too if you're still watching this right now, because when he came home after meeting up with them, he just had like this huge grin on his face, this big old smile. He was like, man, you have to know what I'm doing, what I'm going to do. I'm going to get started as soon as I get paid. And I was like, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but I'm going to do it too. And because I'm not gonna let you do something that I can't do, I'm so excited. And so my brother already had his first sign up before he even signed up, and he didn't even tell me anything. So that was the funny thing about that, how we got started. But the reason why I really got started with this because in 2007 I was like I felt really like broken. I was like really like I was at the lowest point that I could actually be at. I never shared that with my brother or anybody else because I didn't want them to know my reality. So when my brother was like, "Hey, come out here and let's see what this is all about," I already signed up. I went. I was like, I didn't join because of the lifestyle. Because honestly, I didn't even believe I deserved it at the time. I just really joined because of the positivity around it. I was like, maybe if I be around positive people, life would change, and it did. So I proceeded to be in that business. I saw Alvaro go ahead and produce what were like 80 something people, but it was different in that company because I was just involved. That's all I ever was. But I was just involved. I was like a cheerleader for everybody else in that company. And so after like a year and a half, I decided I was like, you know what, this isn't for me. And he was like, well, I really don't want to do this either. It's not my type of business because the models that they teach, it works, but for different age groups. And at the time, I was only 19 in 2008. So fast forward a little bit, we joined another company. Now this company, my belief has stretched a little bit, and now I started to believe what I saw was possible. And with that being said, um, my brother started making a little bit of income with it. It wasn't much, but it was something that I still hadn't even made no money. I think I recruited in 2.5 years a total of like 4 or 5 people in my whole team. And after that, I was like, man, you know what? This company is not working for me. The community just didn't fit for me. So I proceeded to say, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna get a job. I'm just gonna get a stupid $8 an hour job. And my brother, he was always curious. He goes, so Alvaro comes up and goes, hey, I got this business that we can do. And I was like, I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. For a week, he wouldn't shut up about it. So I was like, fine, I'll take a look at it. I took a look at it. And I was like, wait, okay, I signed up to other things and I didn't make money when you didn't make money when I joined. So let's test this out. If I sign up and you get paid, I'll promote it to my friends. I go, if I sign up and you don't make no money, then I'm not going to talk about it. And we made that agreement. So what that agreement is, I signed up, he made money, so that relit that spark again, right? So, and we wanted to learn how, and so that ended up leading us to, what ended up leading Alvaro to meeting other people because he wanted to learn how to do it effectively. One of the guys he met was part of our current community that we're in now, and he goes, hey, I got something that can help you. It's a tool, which is the tool we're sharing with you today. He said, hey, if you use this tool, you can actually build your brand and you can be able to promote what you're doing more effectively. And we were like, okay, so I don't know what it's all about. So my brother got the link and I'm like, hey man, if you're gonna, and he was like, I'm not really, I like it, but I don't know if we should join it right now. And I was like, well, if you're not gonna join right now, then you could join me later. I'll join you if you join right now. So he proceeded to join right away. So with that, it led to the fact that the first 2 months I looked at it as, it's another community. Yeah, I'm part of it. But I kept seeing him keep doing it and doing it, and then he started getting people from around. He ended up, what was it? You got somebody from like outside of the country in like UK or something on your team, right?
Yeah, I got London, Australia, and other places like in the matter of a couple months.
Like just hearing that alone right there, when I'm actually in the room with him while he's looking at this, he goes, hey, somebody just joined from London, and I was like, the hell? Oh, that really works. So what I did was proceeded to start following the steps inside the back office, and I started doing what they told me to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do mine exactly the way they said, and I started to use our tool, that we have available to us. And I was like, man, I never really actually got somebody into a company. So one day he's like, hey, look, I just got my 5th person. This person's from Florida or whatever it was at. And he goes, hey, check your back office. And I checked, and me and him were like shocked because it was like, oh my gosh, somebody joined my team. And he was like, how'd you do that? I said, dude, I just followed the steps in the back office. And he was like, wait, if you can do it, then it really does work. So understand this, you're watching me right now. A few months later, what was it? A couple months later, we ended up going to our first live gathering with our community, and we got to meet some of these people, which is the same time that we got to meet people like that I introduced Amanda to, like Lawrence Tam and other people
David
who were
Boy.
there. Now, the biggest thing about that, what really changed is because that day I showed up only making $50 in my business so far. And, Alvaro was already making money on his end. But to me, it was like, okay, well, I'm here. I'm excited. I think, what was it, the Sunday we left the event, what was it, my first $500 day. Like, income disclosure, not everyone's going to make money with it, but me and Alvaro were actually working at our business. Understand that. We were doing the action steps that you have to do. We didn't just join and think it was going to happen. We actually took the work and, decided to do it. So the biggest thing about it was I had my first $500 day, and then we saw a video because we saw that we're part of a specific team, and we saw a video that they had created. And the one thing that they said, I think it was Justin Varengia talked about a guy on his team who was deaf at the time, and before he got his hearing aid. I think his name was like David DeVici. He asked him on stage at an event, "Hey, what's your best day ever here with our community?" And he's like, $1,000. That day we saw that video, me and Harvard looked at each other, man, if he can do it, we can do it. What was it, 30 days later after that event, Alvaro had a $1,000 day, and then within 24 hours, it was like, I had a $1,000 day. Like we said, income results are not typical. We're not typical is why we've had that day, right? And, so to be honest with you, being a part of a community that when you meet these people, they're actually going to empower you to be the best you. Understand, we're not trying to tell you that you need to become somebody that you're not. We're trying to tell you to become you and share the best you. Because you are perfect just the way you are. You just got to learn how to channel yourself to get to the right people. Now, that's where it comes into how I use my Kalatu Blog, which is a tool that we use. I actually use mine because I'm actually personally on my weight loss journey. So you can use yours however you choose, but like right there where it says abelrussell.com, it actually leads you to my Kalatu Blog. The biggest thing about it is that why I decided to do that, I know a lot of people out there, and maybe you watching this hangout right now or watching this replay, you're looking at these things every single day. You're looking at, you have a different type of belief about it. You're like, hey, you know what? I can be fit, I can be healthy, but I don't believe it's for me. So I'm showing you, I had that struggle for years. I will tell you that I yo-yo my weight loss for myself. And I get started and I see results, and then all of a sudden I'll see me start myself. Understand this, those things are for yourself. Everything you do is for yourself. So one thing that I did was I said, you know what? I want to invite people. I don't care who you are, invite you to come follow me on my journey, and I'm going to use people that's going to allow me to do so. What that's really allowing me to do is to anyone who's having struggles with it, they can go and come back to this website every single day and find out, okay, he started May 2nd, how much has he lost the following week? What is he doing differently? What is he thinking of? How does he change his mindset to be able to get to that position to where even if he doesn't want to do it, he's doing it because, yes, it's hard. Like, I'm pretty sure all on the man have certain things every day that when they think about it, it's like, I don't want to do it today, but they still wake up every morning to do it. That's the thing about it is that that you've gotten out of the training so far, Alvaro? Like, what's one thing that you can tell somebody that helped you in the area and your personal self?
Wait, what? I kind of broke out right there.
I said, what's one thing that you would share with people from your personal experience that helped you so far?
Like, and you keep breaking out at the end when you say whatever you're saying.
Okay. I said, what's one thing that you would share that helped you from what you've learned inside of our back office in our training?
I mean, like, basically for myself, it helped me with, because like I was already a good people's person. I could talk to people easily. That was not the issue, but it was the way I was communicating with people. So it helped me on my communication skills when it came to talking to people that I met, new people, and it also helped me pretty much plan out a path that I actually wanted to take instead of just going off of, you know, trying to just figure it out type lifestyle. So it basically helped me pave an actual path to, to take, and I started following the right people. Because like I said, I'm not gonna sit and say I don't follow other people because I have many mentors out there who paved the pavement, for the path that I'm taking. I just see what they do. I go learn what they're doing, and I start implementing and of course start getting the results that they have. I'm not saying I'm up there just yet, but I am learning. I'm in the learning process. I'm always learning something new every single day because, that's what it takes to learn every day. And it's not just about sitting there in learning mode. It's about when you learn it, you have to implement what you learned, take the actions to help you get any results you're looking to get. But basically for me, I just, helped me with my personal development, started listening to the right stuff. It wasn't just listening to garbage. I stopped watching the news on TV, and basically, like I said, everything's just to help me better myself overall as a person, and that's what this community has helped me do in the last 2 years that I've been a part of it.
You see, now the one thing I want you to understand, from my point of view, and as you heard from his, yes, you can make money here if that's what you choose to do. But sometimes people, it's not about the money for some people. I'm not saying money isn't everything, but sometimes people get started because maybe they just want to be part of something different. Maybe they have a lot of negativity in their life that is really holding them down. And around positive people for once is really gonna, because there's a lot of people out there who really struggle with that alone as well. And for me, the reason why I decided to use my one of my Kalatu blogs as a way to keep track of my journey is because I want, since the community is so there to help you and support you in whatever it is you're doing. I have a group of people who are like, hey man, I want to see you continue. I want to see you continue. People are waiting for these blogs every single day that I create. And that's the one thing that I tell everybody who joins my team and who joins us right now is that when you make a decision to get started, make a decision to follow through with everything that they tell you. Make a decision that when you get started, you're not going to look at it from an employee state of mind. Look at it as a business owner because that's what you become. And look at it as not an individual, but as a person part of our community. That you can reach out to Alvaro, you can reach out to Amanda, you can reach out to me on Facebook. We're all fine. You can find Amanda, Alvaro, and myself on Facebook. And that's the thing about it is that I tell every single individual that yes, our blog is you can use it to generate income, but you can also use it to share whatever passion it is that you have. Share whatever hobbies that you have. So some people they have a passion for like music and sports and entertainment. Go ahead, share that with people because there's other people out there who love to hear that stuff. Who spend all day long reading all that, and maybe they want to know how they can make money sharing a way to do it. And for me, I do it for weight loss because I know, like I said before, there's other people out there who are struggling with that in their life, whether it be 10 pounds or 100 pounds, it doesn't matter. These people out there are looking for a place in a community they can be a part of something where people can tap into a community that's going to believe and empower them to continue on their journey. Because a lot of the times when you start something new or you want to do something different, you might not have your family around you and say, hey, you are able to do that. I believe you can do that. And maybe you just need somebody who is going to genuinely give you that support. And that's exactly what all three of us are here for in this whole community that we're a part of. So the one thing I invite you to do is to join us in our journey help you express yourself using our Kalatu blog and use the same tools that help us shift our beliefs about ourselves that are possibly not serving you, and so you can be able to get the results in your life, whether it be in health, fitness, or it could be within business, financial, whatever it is in your life that you want to be, even if it's just to reach an emotional state that you've never been in. Get started with what we have going on right now. Connect with me, Amanda, or Alvaro, and the biggest thing about that is we're here to help you. We're not just here on video. We're here to help you, so we're reachable through messages on Facebook. But just let you know that once you get started, we do tell everybody, hey, you know what? Activate your blog and get started. Start using it, because when you think about a company, and I was just hearing this from an interview from the two Shark Tank guys, Damon and Mark Cuban. One thing they said was, you individually are your brand, so we teach you how to figure out you to be the center of your company, your brand, because people are going to follow you. They're not going to join your team because hey, you're part of some company or a community. The people are going to join you because they want to work with you. And reality is, everybody is good at selling. Everyone is good at sharing who they are, because if you have at least 5 friends, you have to sell them on the fact that you're good enough to be a friend to. Right? That's exactly 100% true. If you're in a relationship, you have to sell yourself to that person to see why they should choose to be with you.
That goes for everything in life. I mean,
You
look
got to
at a
sell yourself.
job. You go to interviews. You have to sell yourself why they need to hire you. So if you have a job, you're in a relationship, anything, everything, you sell yourself to be accepted by other people. If not, you'll be alone forever.
And that's one thing that you're going to learn is how to do it effectively, and then how you can use, like we said, our platform, our tool that I use and they use every single day to be able to, you know, get the right people who not just want to make money or do anything differently, but people who want to connect with you. I know for myself and Alvaro and Amanda, we've met some people that were like, if it wasn't for this community, I would have never met them. If it wasn't for showing up to a live event where we can get to meet these people, we would never had a conversation with them and led to a friendship. And that's the biggest thing about it, is that you're not just being a part of a community, you're being a part of something bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
And it allows you to make new connections. And like I was telling you, go ahead, get started right now, and connect to one of us on Facebook, or all 3 of us. We'll feel free to add us. We're always reachable, and we look forward to being a part of your journey and seeing how we can help you make the remainder of 2015 and on be the best time for you to get started with us, so we can actually help you achieve something in your life, whether it be a hobby or lifestyle. And like we said, there's an income disclosure below. So go ahead, get started with us, and we'll see you on the next video.